That's right. No more. Trees dark. But there is something left. There's still a little music left. He's actually digging. Someone's watching. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Haha. It's working. Alright. Well, it's 2024, and I am just thinking I should thank my viewers who take your time, watch some of these things. Just a little parody, little spoof kind of action, a little attempt at it anyways. And, you know, little vlog and a little news and, I don't know, some other videos I've been trying to diversify. You know, it's just a thank you, you know. And pretty soon, I'm gonna be older, birthday, and in a couple months, I'm gonna be been doing this for 3 years, jeez, and I've gotten nowhere except for the enjoyment out of doing it. That's the pretty thing. I don't have a niche. I've been watching all these little YouTube things, how to make your channel really great, and blah, blah, blah. I've seen some of that, so it's just too complicated. I mean, find a niche, and do you like doing that? You know, I mean, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to find things that I don't know, I just like to do. So I'm going to thank everybody out there, and my last video got 1 view, so that was me editing, so nobody watched it, so I'm maybe talking to myself. Thanks for viewing. Oh gosh. But I had a little bit of an epiphany, because it's January 6th, and it's Epiphany on the Catholic calendar. That's when the wise men show up in frankincense, myrrh, and gold. That's what it is. Yeah, gold. See, like, in the 2020 election, you hear a lot about this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing so much politics. Maybe that's what's, you know, that's the thing. I did a little political science, so I was trying to be good at it in my last university degree, and now it's like political science, people just get sick of it. So that's kind of probably something. But we hear about the 2020 election. It is significant, and I really think it's an important aspect of our Americana and American experiment, our dream of America, actually just continuing on as actually some type of functioning America. It's very important not to have a dictator leading the country. So that's what this whole country was about, getting away from dictators. So it's like the end of America. I really did that. At any rate, the 2020 election, and then it was contested. There was no peaceful power, transfer of power. Then they're trying to obstruct the counting of it, you know, with Mike Pence presiding over that. And that happened the very next year. So it's actually January 2021. So January 6, 2021, you know, I was in my room here. I had the TV on. So the news was on mute. And I would watch the news as I did my thing. And I could look up and say, hey, look, there's something on there. And I'm looking at the news while I'm recording this. And the riot into the Capitol happened live. I'm watching it live on the news while I'm recording. Oh, God. And a month later, 2 weeks later, and I said something anti-Trumpy. And,
Judy, it's inside.
I got
Bobby, what year is it? Can you hear it? He told me, dozens. Leave me alone.
Oh, maybe I should go paranormal. Ghost got something to say about that. So anyways, yeah, it happened live on TV while I was watching it. So, I don't know. It's been 3 years now, 2021. And it's January 6th. So let's have some gimmicky light show. Light? Yes. The Christmas tree is down, and I am surrounded with little lights. Let's try that. You know, there's different colors. You can like kind of blue, and I don't know sure what works better here. Red. This is kind of fun. This used to look good on the tree. Can't get it. That didn't. But I think blue. How about multicolor?
Heather.
That one. You can't see that very well. You can see it very well here. But that one, when it's doing that, I think, well, let's just stick it there. I think that works best around this thing. So, news of Hawaii, the UH Rainbow Volleyball guys played Loyola again. I don't know why they played them twice, but they played them again, and they lost. They lost. It was a very tough game. It was 50-50. Spyro, the guy, he's a good player, though. I'm watching. It's like, this guy, that's a pivotal key player. He's consistently good, but he's like serious, and so he has that snarl. He's got the Spyro snarl. That was there. They kept fumbling with these service. They would service errors, and they gave over like 26 service errors. Oh my gosh! But anyways, after 4 sets, that was tie. Win, and then there was like tie, and they had to play the 5th set. It was like the tie-breaking 5th set. Oh, and they lost that one, and it was just really 50-50. It was tough.
You are funny.
You are funny. Thank you. And so, but they lost. So, boo-hoo. I don't know what that means. They lose, and now they're going. Wait, they played them, and then they play. I don't know. It's volleyball. What do I know? Let's look at the news of Hawaii. Hopefully, it's up. Yeah, it's up. Yay! Maui targets long-term housing. Maui plan, anyways. The officials. This is a state. Okay. The officials are spending $500 million to create 3,000 units for families displaced by the Maui wildfires. So they're going to be building a little bit more long-term things. And formerly Lahaina, that was all burned down, and they had the ashes and toxic ash and rubble. They're going to put it onto different. They're going to. Well, they're kind of moved it over to. It's a lot of rubble and ashes. They moved the bodies, and I don't know. And then Iwilei on the island of Oahu, they're gonna have affordable housing projects starting up. That's what this is there. And of course, Trump. And we're waiting with bated breath, I suppose, for the justices to decide whether the Colorado Supreme Court was correct or in constitutional error by taking him off the presidential primary ballot. And that, if they say Colorado is correct and he's off the ballot, it sets a precedent for other states. So it is a big deal, no matter what way you like it, like the guy or not like the guy. Personally, I think he's a dictator, and I never did like the guy. Initially I thought it was all I thought the guy was, I don't know, just a loudmouth. I mean, initially, I didn't like Trump. And it came out of that, I think, way back in the day of the tea parties. Remember the tea parties where they had these loud groups just making loud disruptions at these political caucus type gatherings where they have like, you know, oh, for so and so, and then they would have these tea party gathering. They would just disrupt. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know what it is. It's like instead of America striving for peace and harmony, a lot of people like chaos and disruption, and it seems to be much more. The ghost bugs. Hey, thank you for interrupting. But I always saw Trump as a rich man loudmouth, and I didn't like him. And then I was living in Texas, and they're very pro guys like that. So everyone was just red state pro Trump. No matter like blind loyalty, and I never did like blind loyalty no matter what. I told her. Like and subscribe. I've seen people. I mean, people will drop me. They'll drop subscribership from my channel because I say bad stuff about Trump. And Blondie guy in Starsky and Hutch died. He was 80. Oh gosh, and LaBouffe. Remember LaBouffe? He's turned Catholic. Okay, that's nice. He's a rowdy bad boy, drunken rowdy bad boy, and he's now Catholic. Welcome to the club, right? The Bells of St. Mary. Apparently, LaBouffe studied at a monastery for his role as Padre. Yeah, but he studied for a role as Padre Pio. So that's gonna be Padre Pio. So, Mutt from Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Mutt. Indiana Jones Jr. Jr. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Indiana Jones the Third. Mutt is Padre Pio. The economy is actually pretty good, although it's been spun via election. And what's really interesting is how the election is just so out of control. Hezbollah, the Arab psychos from the north, from Lebanon, cannot keep silent after the strike. Oh my gosh, they hit the West Bank town. We can't stay silent. They're all protesting that Israel's fighting back. I don't know what it is about. Why are people against Israel? They're fighting back for their country, and they're surrounded by people who want them destroyed. and I don't understand. Byron, I think it's blind loyalty. Biden warns against Trump's in a fiery speech. Trump, our current president, Biden, dutifully elected illegally, did a speech, and he railed against Trump, which is good for him. Yeah, good for him. And usually he stays away from stuff like that because he's kind of a old-timey security. I'm just running my own show and let the other guy do the other guy. But now he's just like, hey, it's bad for. I mean, it's an democracy existential thing for our country. So, woo-hoo-hoo. I'll just say that sort of without being too.
Please come back.
And there's the E-Belay project. Please come back. And, we lose. The guy. This Alakai. Warriors surprised in 5. They played a rough, tough game and lost. I mean, they played really well, and it was a big 50-50. So, tough rivals. I don't know what happens after that. And political cartoon. What do you got? It's 2020. There was a shooting, and so now 2020. Well, child, you better stand aside, baby. They're shooting 6th graders. Oh, these psychos, man. Psychos with guns. What do we do? We got the border. We got psychos with guns. The horrible political campaigning it makes it even worse. Confusing. Let's just grab one of these, shall we?
Please leave.
Please leave. Okay. They're still whining about the stadium. Big stadium. We need a big stadium. Here we go. Illegal fireworks cause trauma. Go after them. thousands of islanders who have pets, along with youth and elders with respiratory heart issues, are sensitive to loud noises and lights, and are deeply grateful for the Illegal Fireworks Task Force for a recent seizure of more than 100,000 pounds of deadly, disruptive, polluting bombs and fireworks. Vivid memories across the islands from previously holiday season was severe trauma for many of our pets and elders. A lot of pets died. We deserve to be free of trauma caused by ear-splitting noises throughout the days and nights. I strongly encourage the governor and mayor to continue to enforce laws, reduce invasive pests and corruption of our ports, and these illegal blast bombs that are deadly, fire-producing risks to our community health and safety. Rob Kinslow, Maunalani. Thank you, Rob, for talking in Tutu voice. You joined the club for Tutu voice. Okay. Invasive pests. After all of our pets have died this fit. Yeah, you talked about the beetles and everything like that. And yeah, I agree. You know, it used to be like people would fire off little firecrackers, like a one-by-one thing, and then this influx from like Asian countries where they just produce mass amounts of this stuff, and they'll come in and like, oh, get the biggest fireworks. And then they would launch these aerial rocket fireworks in their backyards and on their driveways, and that got to be a thing. And it's big. They make it's just like crazy scary, and people blow off their fingers and get blown in the face and get hurt and killed and stuff, as well as fire danger right after Maui disaster. Oh God. So yeah, they're real sensitive about that, but still, I saw the fireworks out over here, Coco Head, and at midnight it was like Happy New Year, and then it was just like, it looked like a line, it looked like a war zone. Just everybody had illegal fireworks, aerial. There was so much illegal fireworks this year. It wasn't that bad, but still, yeah. Anyways, aloha. It's Saturday. Have a good Saturday. Like the sparkly lights and the rocket's red glare. Aloha. No, I can't help you. You can help me by watching, liking, and subscribing. But they're all leaving. Yeah, come back. They're leaving my channel. But aloha to you. Aloha as you go away. Bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna do whatever I want to now. I don't know. Aloha.